Vacation on a private island is the ultimate symbol of utter luxury. Pictures of gorgeous white sand beaches and total solitude from the outside world, whether you indulge in an exclusive deal to buy your own.
Welcome to Luxurious and Chic, where we will be showing you everything about luxury and help you experience the billionaire lifestyle.
A private island is more than just a piece of real estate or an investment. It's a way of life. But just how much does this getaway from it all lifestyle on a private island cost? The first and most visible cost of acquiring a private island is the island itself. Well, you fantasize of white sand cabanas and perhaps a golf course on the island's north side. But it all starts with locating the ideal site to lay the groundwork for your aspirations to become a reality. However, the price of your island will differ considerably based on where you purchase it. For example, islands for under $200,000 can be found in Canada, which offers the world's largest quantity of private islands for sale. But if you're truly strapped for cash, you can even get an island for less than $100,000. Take, for example, Half Island in Nova Scotia. This 6-acre land is less than a mile from the mainland and can be purchased for $65,000, just under half the price of the average home. However, there is a catch to that fee. Indeed, $65,000 is a terrific price for your own personal piece of paradise, at least in the summer. In the winter, the temperature of Half Island can drop below minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. The Half Island is only habitable during the summer and getting supplies might even be difficult. But you probably don't think of chilly, distant areas when you think of a private island. You're thinking of places with white sand beaches and palm trees where wearing flip-flops is considered formal. You're probably thinking of the Caribbean. Tons of islands with hills, sand beaches, and crystal clear water make up the archipelago. The Caribbean is a beautiful place to build your tropical oasis, and there are lots of islands to choose from. However, neither the pricing nor the selection is overwhelming. If you want a smaller, more distant piece of land, an island can be purchased for between $1 to $3 million. But if you're searching for a bigger island in one of the Caribbean's more popular and attractive places, prices can range from $30 million to $100 million. The Exuma, Abaco, and Berry Islands are just a few of the popular island chains. These chains of islands, in particular, have a benefit that distant islands do not. They're close to larger towns and cities, making it easier for visitors and owners to get around. Take Spectabulas Island in the Exuma, for example. There are hundreds of white sand beaches, gorgeous hilltop views, and plenty of prospective development space on the 460-acre island. It's also only 230 miles from Miami and 60 miles from Nassau. It's not cheap, but it's convenient. There are the Caribbean's more remote locations, such as Little Ragged Island, a 700-acre island marketed for $35 million. When you compare to Spectabulas, you get nearly twice as much land for roughly half the price. That's not all though. Little Ragged Islands contains 2 ponds, allowing you to drink fresh water, as well as 30,000 feet of shoreline, or around 5.6 miles. Because the 110-mile-long Ragged Island chain is highly underdeveloped, with only one little village with a population of 72 people, you'll have the entire 5.6 miles of shoreline to yourself. The islands we've looked into have something in common across all of these price ranges and places. They're still developing. That may not appear to be a huge concern at first. If you have sufficient cash to afford a private island, you shouldn't have any trouble constructing a house on it, right? Actually, no, because when you own a private island, you're not just purchasing land to build a house on. There's much more to it than that. To begin, you must determine whether or not you are permitted to construct on the island. Because the nature of the Caribbean is so delicate, there are severe environmental rules against constructing there. Before you make any alterations to the island you bought, you must do an environmental impact analysis. That environmental impact study isn't cheap either. It'll set you back at least $50,000. These environmental rules are especially widespread in Canada, where endangered wildlife may live on the lakes and ocean islands. After all, you would not like to oust such adorable creatures, would you? In Ontario, you can only build if the island has more than an acre of buildable land. So unless you want to go camping, buying a super little island for the price of your monthly wage isn't really worth it. In addition to the costly environmental research that must be completed before construction, there is plenty of environmental protection legislation that will raise the cost of your project. To safeguard the gorgeous lakes and oceans, things including how you get water, generate electricity, and access the island are heavily restricted. So consider how much the buildup will cost in addition to the regular cost of constructing a home. But environmental concerns aside, there are numerous logistical issues to resolve. To begin, you'll need to ship construction materials to the island, which is not cheap, as well as heavyweight construction equipment, which necessitates the use of specific boats. After you've spent thousands of dollars to get the goods to your door, you'll need skilled contractors, plumbers, and electricians on the island on a daily basis. If your island is like little ragged islands in the Caribbean, it's miles from the closest town with hotels. Then there are the costs of just getting your construction staff on site. Furthermore, you must provide a means for your favorite form of travel to access the island. You can build an airfield if you need to get to the island quickly, but most forecasts put the cost at more than $1 million. A helipad is the less expensive option, as is the dock for boats and seaplanes, although both of these options will set you back a good penny. However, purchasing a developed land is far easier than purchasing an undeveloped island. Take Frozen Key, a 40-acre island in the Bahamas Berry Island chain that costs $17 million and is easily accessible by boat and seaplane. It has beautiful sand beaches, luscious forests, and a 4,145 square foot home with 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. Of course, there is a heated swimming pool. There's also an 806 square foot manager's home and a 1,534 square foot staff for residents, as well as a marina that can accommodate yachts up to 100 feet long. Frozen Key, on the other hand, brings up another cost connected with private islands: maintenance. If you have enough money to buy a private island, you're probably quite busy at work and won't be able to invest all of your time sipping piña coladas and relaxing on the beach. Squatters, break-ins, and other damage are all risks of leaving the house unattended, therefore having the island occupied and cared for is essential. For the wealthy, private island leases are extremely popular. The Bahamas Chowini Key has a daily minimum cost of $14,000, however, that is only for double occupancy. Each extra person charges $500 per day, so inviting 4 more people will set you back at least $16,000 each day, not including gratuities. In other words, when you own that island, you can make a lot of money. For example, if Chowini Key was rented out as double occupancy at the lowest rate every day of the year, the property would bring in at least $5 million. There's also the added bonus of extra revenue that comes with possessing a private island. It would be unfair of me not to mention numerous advantages of owning a piece of paradise. It's a thrill unlike any other to have your own escape thousands of miles from the nearest human. Getting up and strolling down to your private beach, sipping wine on your private deck because, hey, it's your island. You can gaze out at the sea in your underpants if you want. The rules are set by you. People fantasize of having their own islands for a variety of reasons. After we've learned the numerous hassles and the pleasure of owning a private island, the big question is buying a private island really worth it? What do you think? Tell us in the comments section below. And if you want to know about the most expensive things in the world, look inside the lives of the wealthiest people on the planet, or how to achieve success in your life, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay updated on your latest videos. Don't forget to hit the like button.